We have another Bulls win, 4-0. This game was not guaranteed in the first half. We came out, first minute was rough. Buzelis misses a layup contested by Westbrook, gets a turnover, stolen. I believe Westbrook stripped the ball from him. And then he gets a block, gets called goaltending. But when you watch a replay, it was clearly a block. He hits it before the ball hits the backboard. Shouldn't have been a goaltending. We go on a run, we play some defense. Buzelis hits a couple shots. Vooch hits a 3 in the first quarter. And our bench comes on and they start to speed up the pace of this game, which is what we wanted. Again, I think defensively, the team is very much relying on the opponents not setting up in the half court. It does help that Sacramento do not have a very good half court offense. You've got 3 players, or depending on who's on the floor for Sacramento, you got a couple different players that don't really warrant any attention at the 3-point line. Like Westbrook makes his first 3 of the game, and then I think he misses his next 3. I feel like with this game, we kind of saw one of the easiest ways for Chicago to score is with such a quick team, especially on a turnover, that we can have 2 to 3 players running. Josh Giddey he can basically get a pass from anywhere on the court. Patrick Williams actually coming out and hitting shots. The last couple games, he's had this move that has worked so many times where he's got a bigger guy on him. He jab steps and then he just shoots it. He doesn't even like it feels like he's not reacting to the defense stepping back. They do every single time, especially when they're big, and he just shoots the 3 over them. They've left too much space or they've given too much space and he's hitting them. Like, what does he end up shooting for 3 in this game? He ends up shooting the whole game. He shoots 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. Didn't feel I don't remember him missing a 3, but I also didn't think he took that many. We shot decently from 3 today, which was one of the reasons why we ended up pulling away late and then keeping that lead. Buzelis ends up making his first 4 threes. And at that point, I think he was at 21 points, something like that. And the defense had to respect it. There was one play where he was posting up Devin Carter in the mid-range, goes to shoot a fadeaway, gets blocked on it. Shouldn't be getting blocked by Devin Carter on a fadeaway. If Sacramento starters were a bit more efficient, I think we're probably losing this game. Zach Lavine shot 2 for 8 from the 3-point line. Sabonis 1 for 4, Westbrook 1 for 4, Schroeder 1 for 3. Schroeder actually might have been I don't know how much longer he's going to be a starter for them. Keon Ellis looks way better defensively, offensively as well today, especially in this game. Schroeder, I feel like he does it every time he plays for Germany. He plays really well, gets himself a decent contract, and then doesn't play that great in the NBA. I think he won MVP for Eurobasket. He was important to that Germany team. Yeah, so he won the MVP of Eurobasket. I think Sacramento is one of those teams where they've got a lot of good pieces. They just can't run an offense. When your team is shooting, when your team's shooting 25% from the 3-point line, they made 7, missed 21 threes. You don't the defense doesn't really have to respect you. Chicago was always going to leave Westbrook open from the 3-point line. I think they have some things to work on before actually start winning some games. Whenever Kevin Huerter's playing well for us, he shot 60% from the 3-point line this time. 3 for 5. Even if he's shooting 45% for the season, he's a threat. He's also a lot tall. Like, he can play the shooting guard or the small forward. There was one play where he got a little rim grazer, 2-hand dunk. Again, this is another game where and it nearly did happen. Nobody scored 30 points. It was an all-round effort. Saw a tweet. I'm not going to repeat it word for word, but it was basically people saying Vooch mustn't have liked playing with Zach and DeMar. He's actually putting some effort in on defense. If you go back and look at Bulls games when Zach and DeMar were there, feels like he wasn't trying too much on defense, or Zach would jump the passing lanes and leave Vooch on a 2-on-1 situation where he's not the most athletic defender. So he's not going to be able to stop too many people. It's kind of weird to me. We haven't played Noah Senge. I think in some of these games where it's a blowout either way, whether we be up by a lot or down by a lot, we should give him some minutes, chuck him out there, so see how he plays. There is no draft pick in the NBA above Noah Senge that hasn't played. The only player in the top 15 of the draft that hasn't played, the center that the Thunder drafted at number 15, and Noah Senge. We need to be playing him. This would have been the perfect game for him to get on the court. 2.5 minutes left. Zach Lavines shooting free throws. We're up by 14, 124 to 110. Sub him on then. We score 2 more points. They score 3 for the rest of the game. At least give him like 2 minutes of playing time. Get him on the court. Chicago has struggled over the last couple of years of playing our young players. We got 2 games against New York, Philly, Milwaukee, Cleveland. Now, optimistically, we win one of those New York games. We beat Philly, which I feel like we have a decent chance of doing. We win one of the 2 Milwaukee, Cleveland. Realistically, the only one I'm seeing us potentially beating is Philly. Now, I did think Detroit were going to destroy us. I did think Orlando were going to beat us. And those 2 things didn't happen. So there's always a chance we could win. New York, I think we could win at home. It's NBA Cup. Brunson looked like he hurt himself in the Milwaukee game. They call a timeout. He ends up coming back on, and he ends up playing the rest of the game. I don't think he'll be out for the first game. Hopefully they want to rest him, but it's an NBA Cup game. I don't know. They might want the extra money. The players might want the extra million they get. The NBA Cup game is at home. I think if we're going to win a game, it's going to be the first one. I don't think we go into MSG and beat them. Then Philly, I think Philly is better without Joel. Honestly, I feel like they're better without Joel Embiid on the court. The problem is the games he's played, it feels like he is slowing down the offense so much. I watched the last Philly game. Every time he's on the court, he gets the ball. He's jab stepping. He's slowing down the offense so much. But they've got their 2 guards. Some of the quicker. Edgecombe, I think, is going to win Rookie of the Year. Cooper Flags had a bad start. Edgecomb's had an amazing start. And the games he's played not great in are the ones that Joel Embiid has played a significant amount of time. That backcourt is very quick. They're tough to deal with. Maxi what's he averaging? Something like 36. He's averaging 37.5. When Maxi's averaging 37, and then Edgecombe could go and get 40. I wouldn't be surprised. But if Embiid's playing, I think we got a better chance. Because, once again, the game slows down for them on offense if he's on the court. I think we could beat them that way, get a couple defensive stops, couple fast breaks. That backcourt isn't the best defensively. So it gives Giddy a chance to drive to the rim, get a couple kickouts, hit a couple threes. If Buzelis is playing well as well, I think Chicago have a good chance in that game. I think we have a better chance than if there was no Embiid. Who knows if he's going to play? If he does, once again, we've got that chance. And then Milwaukee, if Giannis turns up, I feel like that's the same. We've got more, like the Milwaukee game, we could win, but Giannis could go for 35 and 12, and we just lose because of Giannis. Cleveland, again, Cleveland have been up and down. They just got destroyed by Boston. I don't think we're as good as Boston. The key thing to take away from that Boston-Cleveland game, Boston were able to stop Donovan Mitchell. So if we have any chance of winning that game, we need to stop Donovan Mitchell. He needs to have around 20 points, less than 20 points. If he's going for more than 20, we might lose that game. And then the game I really want to watch, just because every Spurs game's good, we got Spurs after Cleveland. So our next 6 games actually are real tough. If we can come out of that stretch, going 7-3, that's ideal. That's perfect. If we go 7-3, after a 4-0 start with these next 6 games. We go 3-3 these next 6 games. We are definitely in a good spot. I don't think we're going to go 3-3. I think we go 2-4 at best. We might be able to steal a New York game. We might be able to beat Philly. Spurs comes down to if we can guard Wemby. It's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be a good game because I think the rest of every other matchup is pretty good for us. Unfortunately, I think the way Giddy plays is not going to work against Wemby because you can't just drive into him and hope for your little floater to go in. We'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes to the game. Anyways, let me know down below what you think of Chicago's performance against Sacramento. I've been dogmatic, and I'll see you in the next one. If Sacramento starters were a bit more efficient, if Sacramento starters